What's going on, everybody? So early this morning, it seems like PlayStation decided to drop their console release trailer for 2XKO and Season 1 and everything else that's supposed to be coming out tomorrow. So I haven't watched it yet. I'm gonna watch it with you guys. Let's tap into it and let's see what we can see. Oh, love the pixel. I always love that. Yo, I don't care what nobody says about 2XKO. One of the things that I love about 2XKO is I love that when they give you skins, like especially some of the like legendaries or ultimates or whatever they want to call them, they come with different effects. Those effects actually give something to the game. I don't feel like I'm just buying an outfit, like I'm buying a whole, like it just gives something extra to it that I love. And that one looks really good. Plus, I felt like Blitz needed some more skins because like season 0, he only had the one like boxer skin, and like I couldn't do a whole lot with it. But that little like Mega Man X skin he got right there looks real good. I'll rock with that.
Always got time to throw down.
These Chromacrash skins look real good too. I love the KO effects and stuff. Okay, I see what they're doing. And we already knew about the frame perfect skins.
Winding up.
They look good too, man. Man, I love it, man. Now these I didn't know about. Heartseeker skins? It's like something that might come out closer to February for Valentine's or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That's a good look for Timo though.
No wonder you don't have any badges.
No wonder you don't have any badges. What's up with these B skins? What is up with this B skin for my boy Blitz? That's crazy. I'm probably just gonna play it because it look crazy anyway to watch. Yeah, that charge mechanic on Darius, I'm gonna have to lab that a little bit, right along with Lab and Caitlyn, so that I can get used to it to bait out parries and stuff like that. Because people really want to bury that apprehend, like they always want to parry it. Uh, I like it, man. I like it. Um, there's nothing else I could really say. I like it, man. PlayStation, they got it. Mine is already there. I should be downloading it pretty soon, and we'll just go from there. But it looks good, man. I love what 2XKO does, and I can't wait to dive into some of this stuff and I guess spend some of my money, right? It looks like they also dropped like a little um short or a video that is talking about some of the stuff that's being added in here, added into the game for season 1 in the patch notes that come out tomorrow as well. And it looks like the patch notes, the actual patch notes drops too. So let's look into all of that as well and go over those patch notes as well. Let's get it.
2XKO on console. In response to popular demand, you're able to hop into training mode and lab directly from the ranked lobby. While
Thank
training
you.
in the ranked lobby, go to the
Thank you, 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 thank you. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I've been asking for. I play any other game, and when I play those games, if I'm playing ranked or even if I'm running casual matches, in between matches while they picking me, while they're finding another person for me to battle, I can lab my mistakes from the previous match. And that's one of the things that I've been wanting majorly with 2XKO because for me, I've played many a tag games, obviously, Marvel and so on and so forth. But 2XKO is a little different. The mechanics are different on the way that they tag, on their defensive mechanics, and so on and so forth. The break mechanic, only having one, building up the bar, if you run a juggernaut, this, that, and the third, all these different mechanics, these are things that I have to get used to, like I would have to do with any game, right? And I've pretty much gotten used to most of them. But sometimes there are times I may go for certain combos or be trying to try a new B and I'm constantly dropping it and I'm like, crap, I lost that match because I wouldn't stop trying something. But if I go into the match and first round I'm trying it and I'm dropping it, but second round I grab it, but I drop it a little bit more, then I know that if I gotta get a win, let me just stop doing that, go back to the B that I do know that I can do, and then in between matches I can be in training, labbing that new B to go forward. So this is huge. I don't care what anybody else says. This right here is a huge moment, a huge update for me. Other people may not have wanted it as much as I do, but this is a huge update for me.
Settings page, and you can queue for a match directly from this menu. We're releasing a brand new champion, Caitlyn, who can be unlocked for free through her recruitment event. We're updating some core systems around projectiles and assist collisions to make them less oppressive, as well as balance adjustments for everyone in the roster. We squashed a lot of pesky bugs. Lastly, we've got a bunch of dope cosmetics coming this season. Good luck, have fun, and remember, don't be sad if you're free, because 2xKO is too. 2x.
Okay, all right. Let's speaking of these balance patches, let's go look at them and let's see what we got in these balance patches. All right, here we go. 2xKO patch notes 1.1.1, January 20th, 2026. This is for everything, console, PC. It's good to see that now, man. It's good to see it. But let's just look over the little summary here. All right, so I can't. Y'all want to be zoom in? All right, I ain't gonna worry about it. So new chapter, Caitlyn, buffs. They're buffing Blitz, Braum, Darius, Jinx, and Vi. I think those are all good characters to buff. I think they like Vi. I don't know about because she only falls for me. She only falls a little bit short of the four horsemen. To me, Vi and Alawi only fall a little bit short of the four horsemen. Like those two added to Yasuo, Timo, Ahri, and Ekko round out the Sinister Six for me. Now I don't know if the Sinister Six might change once Caitlyn jumps in or whatever, but definitely Alawi and Vi for me, they fall just a little bit short of the four horsemen. And that's how I, started calling them the Sinister Six. But okay, so buffing them is cool. Nerfs for the four horsemen, obviously. I don't know if Timo really needed very many more nerfs, but well, yeah, a few. He did need a few. Yasuo definitely needed some, and so did Ahri. Ekko, like I feel like if you nerf Ekko too much, he's gonna lose his ability to mix the way that he can. So he's one of those characters that like people complain that he's playing a completely different game than everybody else. I know because I was one of those people that said that. But in the same token, I also feel like he is just really a mixed character with very good tools. He's not like Ahri, who literally plays in a different part of the stage. Like Ahri doesn't play on the ground with the rest of the characters. She plays up in the air. Like she's always in the air. Dash, attack, attack, dash, attack, attack. And then having an air dash on top of her S2, which can go in multiple different directions, that's almost like giving her an extra dash, and then her dash reloads after you do certain attacks and stuff like that. So like she just plays in a different area. If you watch Ekko enough and you play enough Ekko, you can figure out majority of his mixes. Now, don't get me wrong, there are people who have figured out crap that you may not have even seen yet, so it'll catch you off guard. And even the stuff that you do know will still catch you with Ekko. I just feel like Timo and Ekko didn't need as much of a nerf as Yasuo and Ahri did. That's just me though. And then they're doing adjustments for Alawi. New champion recruitment event. That's for people who don't want to pay for her or don't have any hero tokens left. The event will make it so that you can get Caitlyn. You just gotta earn it but that was like 10,000 XP, which takes a long time to get to. But I guess if you playing like crazy, get down. Um, Expert trials obviously have been updated. They said they were gonna do that training mode and ranked. That's love. I just wish they had it in ranked and casual, but I can understand. Put it where you can, right? Um, and then new stage. That's dope. The costumes. I saw the original, the trailer that went up today for the new season for console and stuff like that. And those arcade mega bundle, I'm definitely gonna get that because I want that Mega Man X Blitzcrank. It looks amazing. So yeah, I definitely wanna jump down on that. So all right, let's get into it. Welcome to the official launch of 2SKO. We're excited to finally welcome console players into the fold and kick off our competitive season. Let's get into the patch. Heads up, online modes will be unavailable on January 20th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific time. So you guys wake up in the morning and you trying to get a couple matches in. You got until, 8:59 a.m. because after that it's shutting down. If you've logged in online at least once on your device, you can still play and in offline mode while the game is down. So I'm probably gonna log in just so that I can play offline to get ready or whatever. So new champion Caitlyn. We've all seen the video. I'm not gonna watch it. Let's see. We're adding a new champion to the roster. Caitlyn, the sheriff is ready down. Take a look at her move list video. Seen that already. Gameplay trailer. Caitlyn can be purchased immediately with 1,000 KO points, one champion token, or the Ultra Battle Pass bundle. So those are the ways that you could get her immediately. You can also unlock her for free through her champion recruitment event, which lasts for 3 weeks. So that's only 3 weeks. So for people who don't play as much, but y'all want to get her, you may want to look into the 1,000 KO points or the champion token, or just buying the pass. Cause I might myself buy the battle pass. Um, After 3 weeks have passed, Caitlyn will become purchasable for 10,000 credits. Or you can wait 3 weeks and just purchase it for 10,000 credits, which ain't hard to come by. Um, if you want to get a sense of how new character plays before unlocking them, all champions are available to everyone in training in offline modes, even if they haven't been purchased. So y'all get to train with her either way. So if you're one of those people where you just want to train with her and see if she's even worth getting before doing any of that other stuff to purchase her, run with it. That's one way to do it. It's live on console season 1. Some console aspects, 2SKO trophies, PS5 and achievements, Xbox are now live. With PlayStation Plus, you can now earn a special chroma. And a battle pass level skips. Okay, the chroma and avatar. Yada yada yada. Questions. Will you be able to get content from your PC early access? Yes. They're bringing all that over. Is crossplay enabled? Yes. I'm already played on the PC. Can I use the same account on a console? Yes. Do I need to pay to play 2SAOs? No. Ranked lobby and training mode. In ranked lobbies, you can now walk into a empty cab and interact with it to enter training mode. While you're there, you can queue up matches from the training mode pause menu. Okay, after you finish a match, after you finish a match you joined from training mode, you can return directly to training mode after your set ends. Okay, that's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. Let me lab and let me get right where I may have messed up. I'm definitely for that. Champion recruitment events. Stage 1, rank rewards. At the start of season 1, everyone who completed ranked placements in season 0 will receive a sticker and a player title based on their rank at the end of the season. Okay. Missions, new weekly and daily missions, tutorials. You'll be added 2 new expert combo trials to each champion. All right, so the experts, I think it was only 3, so now it'll be 5. System changes. We spent the last few weeks trying to cut back bugs and balances and interactions. Didn't have good or any counterplay. We're going to keep working on bug fixes as we go. More system changes are on the way. With the next champion launch, and we'll have a better picture of what will fall into patch soon. For now, check out the adjustments for this patch and push the meta forward. Core gameplay, projectile rules. We're changing projectiles in a few ways to lower their overall power and make outcomes clearer. Projectiles often led to no-win situations for the defender, either hit the champion or get hit by the projectile or block the projectile and eat a mix-up. We're cleaning up this interaction to have clearer outcomes. Projectiles now disappear under these conditions. When the champion that fired the projectile is hit by an attack, when the point champion is hit, when a throw tech acquires, the following moves are not impacted by the change. All ultimates, ultimately Jinxes, bang, pew pew, boom boom, yeah, her her S1 super, zap her S2 super, okay. Braum, glaciers, and his shatter spears and glacier fusion assist, yeah. Oh, but the poor leap little one, yeah, his Poro is not affected by that. So, well, I guess the Poro don't really have to disappear because after it goes and it hits, it's non-tangible anyway after that. Yeah, Timo stuff and all of her tentacles, all of that makes sense. Projectile attacks that are chargeable now fire automatically when performing a handshake tag. Okay, that's good. Charging a projectile and handshake tagging was particularly hard to interact with compared to physical strikes, where parry and active hitboxes are a viable option. Often your only decision was to drop your combos to avoid the projectile. Yeah, I've been there before. That's definitely not false. Hit a champion during the recovery frames of firing a mid-air projectile will cause an interrupt. So that means that I'll get hit stun if I attack. Um, let's go with if I attack Ekko on his air projectile. It'll definitely work 110% on anything Ahri does. She's in the air way more than she probably should be, if you ask me. Okay, where was I? Okay, interrupts result in more damage, hit stun, and break meter. All right. If an assist fires a multi projectile, hitting the point champion will prevent more projectiles from firing. Notable moves include Jinx, ton of fish bones assist, Timo's dart assist, and Ahri's Foxfire Rain assist. Yeah, those are the ones. Backdash and forward dash adjustments. We've redistributed the movement and our fastest backdashers that they are not, so that they now travel backwards evenly across the backdash. Previously, champions moved much further at the start of their backdash than at the end of their backdash. This slows down backwards chain dashing while keeping the distance traveled relatively similar. Slowing backdash on faster champions Ahri, Ekko, Warwick, Vi, and Yasuo. Movement has been distributed more evenly across the dash animation. Sped up forward dash and chain dash on slower champions. Blitzcrank, and Bomb. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Universal Lights. We all know this one. This was in the patch leaks. 8-frame jabs are too slow to compete with faster champions, so the slowest light in our game will now have a minimum startup of 7 frames. 7 frames is good. I mean, I think it's still some characters. I think Vi's is 6 frames. I think it is. So Vi will always be faster. I think Ekko's might be 6 frames as well. So, but essentially everybody that had 8 frames that now have 7 frames, Alawi, Braum, Darius, and Blitzcrank. All your big characters, your heavy hitters. The only one that had a good frame startup between 6, 7, I think it's 6, 7, is Warwick. Da-da-da. Hitting an assist wasn't punishing enough. Running away and calling an assist is a powerful neutral strategy. So we're adding counterplay to make bad assist calls riskier. Hitting a assist now causes a 4-second cooldown. That's what's up. This also applies to hitting a super assist or a sidekick assist. When an assist is parried, they now lose collision. This coupled with the previous full screen parry adjustment will allow you to move consistently. Will allow you to more consistently punish the opponent when you parry their assist. Okay. Assist UI dead champions. Okay. Assist UI, you appear faster when performing an assist on an average. This happens 5 frames faster. Huh. Okay. Dead champions should dead champions should ruin less happy birthdays. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. There's been times where I've had a happy birthday and I've been hitting both characters, and because one of the champions dies first, it makes me drop the combo because I was hitting them, and since they died, they're no longer able to get hit, so it ends up dropping a combo, and then the other person who should be getting hit now isn't getting hit and can block and counter. And I will probably end up being wide open based on where the person dropped out at. Dead champions often contribute to happy birthdays dropping, like I just said, at an unintended timings. Now they will disappear as soon as they are hit. No more spoiling the party. Thank you. Break. Activating break will now put an assist on a 2-second cooldown. You still have a small window to handshake tag while your assist is still on the screen before the cooldown starts. Okay. Previously, this only applied when using freestyle fuse. That is true. It did only apply when using freestyle fuse. Juggernaut fuse buffs. Okay, give me some buffs for Juggernaut so I can go back on my Juggernaut tour, man. I enjoy playing Juggernaut and being the only one like really playing them while other people were, playing everything else. But I knew that I had to stop playing Juggernaut and start playing like Double Down or something like that in order to move forward in the game, because it was just me versus two people, and if I didn't have a fury to scare them because they didn't know when it would pop in order for me to, mount a comeback, it was one-sided. So let's see what they're doing here. Base health has been increased. That's good. Juggernaut Fuse's maximum health bonus has been increased by 10%. It was 120% base health, and now it's 130% base health. That's okay. That's pretty good. Break meter gain per unblocked hit has been increased for Juggernaut player. Okay. Break meter gain has been increased by 0.01 per unblocked hit. It was 0.01 and is now 0.02. I mean, okay, I'll take any increase, but is that even gonna be noticeable? Eject power has been increased. Okay. If the Juggernaut player has recoverable health, A successful eject hit will now heal 50 more health. It used to recover 50 health, and now it recovers. Okay, that that's love, because I started building combos because I I would fight a person and get them down to like half a bar energy or even lower with blitz, and then they would switch in some way somehow, whether it was in a combo or whatever. They would switch in, and when they would switch in, I would attack that person, boom, and pop them and get them back up out of there and get the other person back in, because no, I want to finish dismantling that person because I didn't did a lot of work on them. They don't get to go and get their health back. Are y'all crazy? Um, Now gains break meter on successful clean hit. That's good. Advantage on hit has increased. That's good. Can now pass through an opponent in the corner. Can now pass through an opponent in the corner. Huh. I'm gonna have to test that. I'm gonna have to test that. Input changes. Level 1 supers can no longer be card canceled into the level 3 supers. I never even knew you could do that. That's not even something I've ever had the luxury of doing. Training mode. Guard action settings. When set to push block timing for bots now accounts for hit stop. Okay. You can now lab real world push block scenarios, block positions, bug fixes. Okay, this is a lot of bug fixes, and I don't want this video to go too long, but I will say this. I am going to put the I'm gonna put the link in the description down below. Make sure you guys go and check out the description so that you guys can go to the link and you guys can read up on some of this stuff that I'm not reading up on, and even go over some of the stuff that I did read up on, just in case if you guys want to retouch and, process it yourselves. I'm going to skip down to the champions and go to the ones that I really want to see what moves have been made. And I'm going to look at Caitlyn, even though I know that they didn't do anything for her because they're just adding her. Caitlyn has nothing. All right. Good luck mastering the headshot mechanic. There we go. So let me look at my boy, the Crank, first. Y'all already know that. Blitzcrank is still not quite strong enough to compete at the top levels of play. We're making updates to their normals and hurt boxes to let them scrape it up in neutral, which was definitely needed. Blitz really did not have a neutral, and that was so tough. It's so tough getting in with him, and then it's tough getting out with him, or even just getting a nice little startup because he just doesn't have very much of a neutral game at all. You could try to make one by using his rocket punch, since they, improved on it and made it it like blocks projectiles like considerably earlier now, and so on and so forth. So you could kind of build on that to kind of manipulate people to get them to jump when you want them to jump, so that you can counter in some form, and then now it's your turn, as opposed to you trying to take back the turn from them because you don't have a real good neutral game. You don't have a play or a good hit that can hit before somebody else or get you in, or when you see them move a certain way, you move this way, and your attack is gonna hit before theirs. Like, Blitz just didn't have any of that. Previously, Blitzcrank's hurt boxes grew in size significantly whenever they went for an attack. This meant that Blitz would often be punished for pressing buttons, which is true. I have been hit many a times trying to press on a person coming in. Like, there's been many a times Ekko has dashed in and I hit light trying to catch him on a dash, and somehow he still hits me before I hit him. I never understood that. Pressing buttons, which made blocking and assist calling their primary way to play neutral, which it was. Um, to help Blitz throw out more limbs, we've removed many of their extended hurt boxes, made them faster, and improved their ground normals. Major adjustments: light startup. We know that's 1 frame faster. Increase the forward speed. Hurt boxes. Hurt boxes on Blitz hands have been removed on most grounded attacks. Hurt boxes on Blitz's legs have been removed on mid-air, medium, and heavy. That's actually really good because many a times I've tried to come in with medium out of the air because he has a good reach on it. It has a really good hitbox. Like the reach on that medium is really good for jumping over a projectile or something of the sort. Uh, and I would sometimes still get hit by little stuff like jabs and stuff, and I would be upset about that. Um, first hit of first hit of his 2M hitbox is now slightly taller. First hit of 2M hit stun has been increased by 3 frames. Okay, that's good. On airborne important opponents, down light will now combo into down medium more consistently, and the first hit of down M will now combo into heavy more consistently. With previous tuning, it was difficult to pressure with lows since lows wouldn't block string consistently against airborne opponents, which was true. Blitz is now pushed less far back when performing wrecking ball as two on grounded opponents in the corner. Okay, that's good. Buffs. For a grappler, Blitz had weak standing normals. We're improving their standing normals to improve their neutral presence. The medium hitbox is now larger. Heavy now travels further. This opens an additional pressure string, helps improve Blitz conversion game, and makes this move usable in neutral. Rear compression. His running H now goes over lows. That's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. I might start using that more often now because it wouldn't go over lows and people saw it coming and I would get countered all the time trying to get a OTG from it and stuff like that. Back H improvements. 4H hitbox now hits further behind Blitz. 4H air hit stun has been increased by 5 frames. It has 27 frames and is now 32 frames. On hit stun, that gives you more combo ability. Ground hit stun has been increased by 2 frames. It was 30 frames and is now 32 frames. Launch height against airborne opponents has been lowered to help with follow-ups. Thank you, because I would catch people with that sometimes because if you throw out like rocket punch or something like that and people jump over it, it's actually quicker to hit back H and catch them like that because it comes from a lower level. When you try to go into 2H and do it, he reaches up too high and you'll get hit or he'll miss or they can go over the 2H based on how they jumped. So having back H do that and then they drop lower, that gives me the ability to follow up with combos and stuff like that where I couldn't do it at first. Back H was not an incredibly useful button, like I just said. While we don't expect this move to be used often, we do want it to properly reward you if you connect with it. That's work. That's it. Air purifier. Active frames have been increased by 4 to match its animation better. Okay. Spinning turbine as 2 damage per hit has been increased by 5. That's good. That'll make people use it more because I use it a lot and it catches a lot of people off guard, especially on wake up. Mid-air garbage collection now generates 25 steam on hit if not at full steam. Okay. Mid-air garbage collection is underused compared to mid-air air purifier. We're adding steam generation to mid-air garbage collection to encourage more decision making. I use it all the time, especially for corners. If I got you move towards the corner with my combos, I'll garbage collection and power bomb you down to the ground, and that way I can go into S1 super or S2. I go to either one because since you're in a corner, they both reach. Now if we were out in the open, I would go with I'd go with I go with the S1 air purifier instead because I'd go with the mid air purifier instead because it'll reach out and grab you and pull you down. Because we're mid screen, I don't have a wall to put you against in order to follow up. At least I can follow up off of the air purifier into S1 or S2, either one. S1 or S2 special, either one. Removing, okay, post combo. Removed mid air M from Blitz's light post combo to improve consistency. Okay, I guess it was dropping. I don't use post combos, so I wouldn't know. Bug fixes. Fix the issue where mid air rocket grab S1 follow ups would sometimes fail when hitting multiple champions. I don't know if I ever had an issue with it failing hitting multiple champions, but I do think I grabbed one and the other one dropped out. Or sometimes it would grab the yeah, I think sometimes it would grab the off character, the assist character, and that would mess up the combo. Blitz no longer has a hurt box on their extended arms while performing steamed rocket grabs. Thank you very much because I got tired of people hitting my rocket grab from the air. It was weird. It's weird. Fix the bug where some of Blitzcrank's moves weren't progressing and progressing the precisely champion mastery challenge correctly. Okay, so I'm guessing people wasn't getting credit for doing them. Like some of the moves were getting done and we weren't getting counts for them. I was wondering why some of the times it was taking me so long to go up levels. Now I know why. I wasn't counting all of my stuff. Uh, yeah, I'm a cut the video here. Well, on characters anyway. You all again, like I said, I'm gonna leave the link in the description for you guys to go and check it out yourself and read up on whatever characters you want to read up on. Um, and go from there. Quality of life stuff. A notification now displays when the game detects unsupported devices or devices that are known to cause input issues. Um, the audio. Oh man, I really hope they fix the audio because I get tired of like my intros and certain characters just not saying stuff. Super meter sounds now play less frequently. Timo's bug taunt sounds are now more glorious. Some in-game music themes have been updated to their final versions. Champions: Warwick, Darius, Stages, Annihilator's Reach, and Brazen Hydra. Menus: main menu, post match. Okay, lobbies. Da 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 da. Yeah, I'll let you guys go through the rest of this stuff on your own. I'm gonna go through it on my own once I get a chance. The battle pass I'll go over real quick. So if you do go ahead and pay for the battle pass, you get the free chroma skin for Warwick. You get his Chromacrash skin and avatar items and also some stickers. So that's cool. Those are the things you get for free. The premium will get you the champion skins, the new stage, and the avatar items. The ultra includes everything that's in premium. Plus, you get the player card for Caitlyn, her chroma skin. You get 10 level skips and some more stuff. So, uh, and you get arcane Caitlyn skin. So that's dope. Da, da, da. What is this? Starter edition available to December. So that's over with. I mean, I had already did it anyway. Are you guys? If they're gonna come up with another one though, that'd be love. If they, I wouldn't call it a starter. I'd call it something else. But it would be cool if they came up with another one. Is that what this is? The arcade mega bundle, frame perfect. That's B mega bundle. All right. Okay. Well, there y'all have it, man. What do y'all think? I think that this is huge. I think this is a huge update. A lot of changes, a lot of growth for a lot of characters that may have been on the shorter end of the stick. We'll see where Caitlyn falls into everything. I need other game development companies, fighting game development companies, to pay attention to what 2XKO is doing. They are changing the landscape of things, not just in their game and the way that they listen to us and they adjust certain characters, uh, do nerfs and buffs slightly. They don't just go dramatically and totally revamp a character and make them not even usable or whatever the case may be, or make them overly usable, which has been done in the past in fighting games. We've all seen it. But they do it gradually and they grow at the character piece by piece so that they can get to a nice balance. Also, not just the in-game stuff, but the stuff they're doing outside of the game. The stuff they're doing with tournaments, how they're adding extra money, how they're putting up money for tournaments, they're supporting their local tournaments and things like that. They even opened up a thing for you as a everyday player where you can hold your own tournaments and stuff like that. Because myself and Fuller Rip, we're putting together a tournament, just a little small one, just to start out, and to get used to it. We're putting it together for the 25th of this month. So we're giving people a chance. You got 5 days to figure out if you want to play Caitlyn or not, or if you want to stick with your and to go through the adjustments, the nerfs and the buffs of the characters that you do play with from season zero. Go through them, learn what you need to learn which routes don't work anymore, come up with new routes. You got 5 days to figure it out, and then come and check us out on that tournament, and we'll go from there. But this is 2XKO is doing things that other companies should have been doing, and I'm loving every moment of it, me myself. Um, Other than that, man, it's been your boy McFly. And as always, man, it's been a pleasure, man. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on those notifications, man. Leave a comment so that I can make better content for you in the future. Go check out my boy Fuller underscore Rip. That's FULER underscore RIP on YouTube and on Twitch. I'm pretty sure he is on, but he's always on YouTube. Go look him up on YouTube. Check him out, man. He a beast. And he's a dope gamer too. So, and me and him are gonna be working on a lot of stuff going forward in the future. But as always, live young, stay fly, my people, man. I'm gone.